Shalom, more praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, the blind say possible GMS. My name is Amna Allah. Come now to another video. And this video I'm gonna be focusing on the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. I'm gonna get right to it. It says, "How long will you simple ones love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?" So how long will you simple ones love simplicity? I mean, how long will you love to be simple? Now, if the knowledge of Yahweh Shemel Shah, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shah, which is the scriptures. So if the wisdom knowledge of Yahweh if the script, the Bible represents the wisdom knowledge understanding of the Lord, then what's being simple? Pathaya or pathya, right? That's that word for simple ones. What does simple have to represent? It has to be the opposite of the scriptures, not possessing the knowledge of the Bible. And the word there for simple, it says simplicity, naivety, simple, foolish, open-minded. And when you go down, it says simplicity, folly, a silly person, one easily persuaded and enticed. And see, it says open-minded. Also gives you other examples in other scriptures. A credulous person, unskillful. So it says simple, foolish, open-minded. So the simple ones are the open-minded ones. Okay? Phone moving around in the zone. So the simple ones are open-minded ones. A person who's open-minded is a person who's easily persuaded because your mind is open to accept anything. Okay? But see, our minds are strongholds. Okay? It tells you that goes into the book of what's that, 1 Corinthians 10th chapter, I believe. It tells you to breaking down the strongholds. Stronghold represents your mind. Okay? Our mind is a stronghold that can't be broken down. Other people's minds are strongholds that's trying to that has to be broken down so the truth can get in there. Okay? And when the truth gets in there, a new stronghold is built up so other types of philosophies can't come in. So your mind is supposed to be open. Okay, your mind is supposed to be open to any form of knowledge that comes your way. You know, you got people out there that believe in reptilians. Can you believe that? They think reptilians is real. Part human, part reptile. People actually believe that stuff. How long will you simple ones love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning? Look at that word scorning. Lataza 1. Lataza 1. It says, scorning, bragging, mocking, frivolous, contempt or disgust or dislike of what is good and upright. So scorning is to have contempt for what's good and upright, or to mock. And that's what they do. They mock us. They talk crap about us. So how long will you simple one love simplicity? How long will you open-minded one be open-minded? And how long will you scorners delight in your scorning? Or how long will you mockers delight in your mocking? And fools hate knowledge. The knowledge is talking about these scriptures. And they hate the knowledge. They don't want to seek the Lord. They don't want to seek the knowledge of the scriptures. Turn you at my reproof, right? Turn you at my correction. The scriptures tell you is, in fact, let's go to that word reproof. Okay. Thawak. Ka. That's a tha, wa, ka, cha, and that's a ha. Thawak ka. What had to be how you pronounce that? Rebuke, correction, reproof, punishment, chastisement, argument, reproof, argument, impeachment, reproof, chiding, correction, rebuke. So turn you at my reproof, or turn you at my correction. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I'll pour my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you. And that's what the Most High got his apostles out there, his prophets out there, for those to turn at the Lord's reproof. The only ones who want to turn at the Lord's reproof are the elect who have yet to wake up to the knowledge. The 2/3 of the nation of Israel and the other nations, they aren't going to wake up. The 2/3 of Israel, they're going to get on the next side. The other nation, they're just going to go into slavery. And Esau can go into slavery as well and be exterminated. Esau is the so-called white man, the white race. Because I have called and ye refused. Okay? Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So the Most High has called and they have refused. He stretched out his hand and no man regarded. How is he calling? He calling to us, his prophets. And yet they refusing the words being spoken unto them. The Lord has stretched out his hand. By what? By us. And no man regarded, right? No man regarded the words that we spake. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, right? The Lord's counsel, his men, his prophets out here teaching, they said at naught. They looked at us as a thing of naught, a thing of nothing. Something that's not worthy to be accounted for. As if we're void or without, as if we're without knowledge. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. They don't want to hear the reproof. They don't want to hear the correction of the Lord. Because Jacob is comfortable in doing wickedness. It's a lot easier for those to do wickedness than to do righteousness. It's easier for those to do unrighteousness than righteousness. Because why? Unrighteousness has no boundaries. Whereas when you're righteous, or whereas righteousness does have boundaries, there's things that you can't do. Unrighteous person can basically do whatever the hell they want to do. They can do whatever they want to do. There's no boundaries, no discipline. Whereas righteousness has boundaries and has discipline. And they'd rather be undisciplined and have no boundaries and do whatever it is they desire. Okay? So it says, I also will laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear cometh. So because you want to laugh, because you simple ones want to be simple and you scorn when light and you're scorning, you want to mock and laugh at us. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Meaning when martial law comes to pass and if destruction comes, the Lord gonna be laughing, but he's gonna be laughing through us. We're gonna be the ones laughing and rejoicing. Because we brought the words unto you as he was commanded, but you didn't want to listen. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Then shall they seek me early, but they will not find me. Then they're going to seek the Lord early. Then they're going to find the Lord. But they ain't going to find him. They're going to call upon the Lord, but they ain't going to answer. But he's not going to answer. What was the name of God was saying? Yahweh. You're right. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. They were saying Yahweh Yahshua, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, save us. Save me. That's what they're going to be saying. But the Lord isn't going to answer them. They will seek me early, but they should not find me. Because before the destruction came, you didn't want to seek the Lord. Now that the destruction has come, now you want to seek him? Now all of a sudden you want to seek him now? For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, right? They hated knowledge and didn't choose the fear of the Lord. They hated the word of knowledge, understanding, and they chose not to fear the Lord, which the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, pursuant to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. They hated the knowledge, and they didn't choose the fear of the Lord. They chose to do what they wanted to do. They did what made them feel good. They wanted to do things their own way. Who's the they talking about? The children of Israel. Okay? They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. They didn't listen. They didn't hearken to the counsel, and they despised the Lord's reproof, meaning his correction. His counsel to my what? The men of the Lord, the teachers, the prophets, the apostles. Okay? They didn't want to hear us talk. They didn't want to hear us teach. That's when we out there teaching and they don't listen to us. I mean, tell you the truth, I don't really give a damn. I don't care if my videos got 4 views. I don't care. Don't watch them. All that means that the videos is not for you. They meant for somebody else to get it. Okay? This is Zechariah 7:9. Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and show mercy and compassion every man to his brother. Right? Execute true judgment and show mercy and compassion every man to his brother. So you got to show true judgment, righteous judgment, and show mercy. Verse 10. So you got to be what? You got to do everything according to the scriptures. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. Zechariah 7:11. But they refused to hearken. They refused to hearken, right? They refused to execute true judgment. They refused to show mercy and compassion. They refused to not oppress the widow and the fatherless and the stranger, the poor. And they refused to abstain from imagining evil against their brother in their heart. So it says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder. They didn't want to listen to the prophets. They didn't want to listen to the words of the Lord. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder. Right? They pulled away the shoulder. They would not. They turned to his reproof. They pulled away the shoulder. We're the Lord's hand that's reaching out to the children of Israel. And when we're reaching out, we're putting our hands on their shoulder by teaching his word. And by putting their hands on their shoulder, we're trying to get their attention to what's being taught. But they pulled away the shoulder. It's like you try to touch somebody's shoulder because you want to tell them something, and then they yank their shoulder away. That's what they're doing to us. But not listen to the word and stop their ears that they shouldn't hear. Some people actually walk past the camp and actually cover their ears. Stopping your ear don't mean you literally got to cover your ears. It just means you're refusing to listen. And stop the ears that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law. So they made their heart, meaning their mind, as an adamant stone, a very strong stone. Look at the word adamant. Keep doing that. Let me see. What's that? Shamayar. It says, it's a Shamayar. It says, thorn, adamant, flint, thorns, thorn bushes, adamant, a sharp stone, flint, perhaps a diamond, a sharp point. So they made their minds like a strong stone or a sharp stone. If someone is very adamant in what it is that they believe, they're very firm. It's not capable of their thoughts being penetrated or being moved. So they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the Lord, or being very stubborn, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts had sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Right? Lest they should hear the law and the word which the Lord of hosts had sent by his former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. So a great wrath came upon them, because why? They made their hearts as the adamant stone, pulled away the shoulder, stopped their ears that they shouldn't hear. They didn't want to hear the law, nor the words that the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by his former prophets. And where them former prophets coming again now, doing the same thing we did in the past. And they don't want to hear what we got to say. Therefore, a great wrath is going to come upon them. A great wrath came upon them then, and a great wrath will come upon them now by way of martial law, by way of famine, and ultimately thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay? All because they didn't want to listen to the Lord's prophets. So, verse 13, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried and they should not hear, and they would not hear, so they cried and I would not hear, said the Lord of hosts. Just like Proverbs, the first chapter. They cried and the Lord cried and they wouldn't hear, which he's crying through us, teaching y'all, and y'all not listening to us, they're not hearing. So when y'all cry to the Lord isn't going to hear. But I scattered them with the whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. So that happened back then, it's going to happen again now. So with that, I hope you brothers learned something. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. And I'm going to say Shalom.